Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. The news on Commodity TV, and we have two exciting news from Prairie Mining and TerraX Minerals. Despite those horrible markets, there are still companies who have good news. Yes, let's start with Prairie Mining. CD Capital, a private equity fund, invests up to 83 million Australian dollars into Prairie's Lublin coal project to upgrade, expand and develop the one. CD Capital have committed to be a strategic funding partner in the upgrading, expansion and development of Prairie's Lublin coal project. The investment is structured in 3 tranches. First, it starts with a private placement by PDZ Holdings, a wholly owned subsidiary of Prairie, which indirectly holds the Lublin coal project, of non-interest-bearing convertible loan notes with an aggregate principal amount of 15 million Australian dollars to CD Capital, exchangeable for ordinary shares of Prairie at 33.5 Australian cents per share, of course. Then they are granted unlisted options in Prairie with an exercise price of 60 Australian cents per option for a further 13 million Australian dollars, once exercised, in a priority right for CD Capital to invest a further 55 million Australian dollars in any future funding conducted by Prairie. The receipt by PDZ Holdings of the initial $15 million will fund the de-risking of the project towards a construction decision. The completion of the transaction will fully fund all required works up to a positive mine development decision at the Lublin coal project, including the completion of a definitive feasibility study and all required permitting. CD Capital has secured rights to provide $55 million as part of future Prairie fundraising, provides a solid platform for Prairie to progress project financing for the successful development of the Lublin coal project. Based on current share capital, exchange of the loan notes will result in CD Capital holding approximately 30% of the ordinary shares of Prairie, and exercise of the options will result in CD Capital acquiring an additional 15% shareholding, which means 45% in total. This is a very intelligent move from Chairman Ian Middlemas and also CEO Ben Stojkovic, who bring through the transaction now their neighbor Bogdanka under pressure to act. Let's see what happens. Our second company, TerraX Minerals, has commenced drilling on Yellowknife City Gold project, the YCG project in the Northwest Territories. This summer drill campaign will total up to 6,000 meters of drilling and will focus on the Barney Shear, which is the extension of the Conchine Shear system that produced over 14 million ounces of gold, and Crestorum, which is a high-grade gold zone with more than 200 drill intersections from historical holes and recent drilling by TerraX. With over $6.25 million working capital, TerraX is fully funded for multiple drill campaigns that will follow this initial program, resuming this winter and continuing through 2016. Drilling has begun on the Crestorum zone. Later in the program, drilling will be carried out on the Barney Shear to extend the strike and dip of the higher grade mineralization intersected in historical drill holes, and during 2014 and winter 2015, drill campaigns with intersections like over 22 meters with over 6 grams gold per ton, 5 meters with over 18.4 grams gold per ton, and 14 meters with nearly 3 grams gold per ton, including 2.5 meter nearly with 15 grams gold per ton. Very good values so far. Additional work will be carried out in conjunction with the drilling, including stripping and channel sampling of surface mineralization identified in recent field programs. This work will prioritize drilling on the multiple gold targets on the YCG. Prior to moving the drill rig to the Barney Shear area, drilling will test a new area identified from surface sampling that is immediately to the west of Crestorum Shear, where several high-grade subparallel northwest trending veins with visible golden assays up to 712 grams gold per ton showed in grab samples. TerraX completed extensive repairs to the Crestorum Road in June to improve access to the summer 2015 drill areas. This included upgrades to 2 permanent water crossings, which will greatly simplify the program logistics. Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic news. TerraX is moving. Prairie has the money. What do you want more? Have a look at the companies. Thanks and bye-bye from Switzerland.